Hey, welcome to the what? Get
Oh.
into the next part of the show, man. Triller boxing, man. The reason why we said Triller boxing because there's a lot of stuff that goes on within Triller that because it's a head scratcher. It's a head scratcher.
Yep. Let me interrupt
It's a
you.
head scratcher.
First
It's a
question
head
is,
scratcher.
will Trilla be here next year?
Probably not. Probably
Okay.
not.
All right. Let's move on.
Probably not. Probably not. I know you might want to say something about that too. You feel like they made any money this last quarter?
I don't know. I feel like
I
they
mean,
paying a lot of people a lot of money, and I don't know if a lot of people's buying this.
there was a lot of fights on the main card that pretty much should not have happened. And the main event was one of them that shouldn't happen.
Oh
Can you
man,
can you
Evander
chime in?
Holyfield.
Can you chime in and give your opinion on that main event by Evander Holyfield? Because there was some news out there saying that Evander needed help throughout his training process, and there was some news saying that he needed some guidance whenever uh through some I don't know exactly what it was, but they said that he needed a handler
Uh,
to
I
help
don't.
him through certain situations before the fight.
Uh,
So tell me your whole thought process about Evander Holyfield, man. Seriously.
I don't even know what to say. And see, here's the thing: you can't even just say like anything because all this time we was like, yeah, Mike, he don't even, and then Mike comes back, he still dip, duck, dive, ducking and dodging like he was when he was 19. So I'm like, well, okay, I don't know, but we're like Evander, like this what happened in the fight, right? So they was in the corner, right, and then bing 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 and heard the bell and like Vitor came out and then everything was cool and then like and then Evander finally heard the bell so then he came out and then
By the time he heard the bell, he
he
was
got
laying on the floor
he got hit a
on the
couple times.
canvas.
He got hit a couple times. Then he threw a wild shot that flung him all the way around, and he fell. And then he got up, and then he got knocked down. It was not great. It was not great, not at all. So
I just,
I feel like
I just
I don't need to see Evander Holyfield.
no.
He need to come up, the Foreman Grill. He need to come up with the Evander Blender or something. Make some money all the way.
Hey man, do you not know that Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield was supposed to happen?
If we would have been all excited about that too, and I don't know if it no, because we wouldn't have been as sad as it was when we saw Roy Jones.
But Roy Jones had a fighting chance. Evander Holyfield didn't have a chance. After watching that fight, Evander Holyfield didn't have a chance. But
I don't
that
think
it's crazy.
Roy didn't have a chance.
Well, Roy stood a chance. Evander Holyfield couldn't even stand up. Well, let's get into
Uh,
some other parts of this
what about
trailer
the
promotion, man.
co-main?
The co-main event, man. You could see that Silva was the most experienced boxer, striker in the ring because he put Tito on his ass. Did you see the punch he hit him with? Tito backed him up to the corner. Then all of a sudden, Silva said, and then hit him over top. And did you see Tito's body just go?
His whole spine said, "What was that?" Look, real quick before we run out of time, because we still got to talk about the Paul brothers. Um, the other Bobby. I only talk MMA on the phone with people named Bobby. I swear. Only there. Look. I said it. Look, Bobby is in the chat. Hey, there go Bobby. Look, I only talk MMA with people named Bobby. He sent me a message. I forgot to respond and said if Anderson Silva after the leg break, if he just started boxing, he'd have surprised a lot of people.
Oh yes.
He'd have
Oh
surprised a lot of
yes.
people.
Oh yes. He got some good hands. He got good hands.
Man,
Good feet, good footwork.
yeah,
He gets in and out. He gets around the ring. He does a great
he'd have
job of
surprised a lot
coming
of
in and
people.
coming out.
Do I want
Yeah.
to see Anderson Silva at 50 trying to box the big boys? Not really,
Nah,
but
nah, but I
I
think he has a
I
good 3, 4 years in him though.
I live in the past. If he just, even if he does, I say this like I don't want to watch Evander Holyfield fight, but even if he does legends matches where he just, goes back and picks off all those people on his list or picks off, older Asian guys and stuff like that, I don't need to see him fighting like who did he fight the first one? Julio Cesar Chavez.
Yeah.
I don't need to see that. I don't need to see him fighting like Evander Holyfield. But you give me Anderson Silva versus Mike Tyson. I'm interested.
Yeah. Hey, but look, they saying Anderson Silva calling out the money team, calling out Mayweather.
The fight Mayweather. See, look, that fight ain't gonna happen. That fight can't
He
happen.
too big. He too big for him. He too
See, here's the
big.
thing. Somebody with, because you know what I'm about to say. Logan Paul can't fight.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I was
yeah.
about to say. Logan Paul can't
They
fight, but Logan Paul ain't small.
he ain't. But
And
and then Silva called out the Paul brothers and said that. He said and people are pretty much saying that you can't bully Silva around because he's the same size.
also true. I didn't expect to look at a discrepancy that much with the Paul brothers and Tyron Woodley.
True,
Remember that?
true.
I didn't expect.
Tyron was small.
I thought he was gonna be the bigger guy. I just didn't never look at anybody's sizes. But with that being said, Anderson Silva versus Mayweather, I don't see happening. I don't see that happening. Not at all. He's too big, and Mayweather couldn't get Logan Paul, who can't fight, by the way. Uh, he couldn't get
What?
him out, and you're asking him to fight somebody just as big but
Mhm.
has more skills. Might be a little bit slower, but he's not incompetent.
No.
No. I don't even want to see that for Mr. Mayweather. I like Mayweather. Don't do stupid
So
stuff.
let's go through the list right here before you go into the next screen right here because it'll go in with that. Anderson Silva versus Money Mayweather. Who you got?
Silva.
All right. Click over. Paul brothers.
Silva.
What round and by what?
Which one?
Well, we already know how you feel about Logan.
Logan Paul going out. Logan Paul going out in the first round.
What about Jake? You
I
think Jake got a fighting chance?
I'm mad. Look, I'm so mad at Jake Paul because he wasn't. He showed some composure in adversity. He, he got out there. He tried to box a little bit. The learning curve, you can see he's trying to get it down as fast as possible. I almost feel like if Anderson, I feel like Anderson Silva would win that fight, but if Anderson Silva gets him out of there early, it's only because of a clean shot. I feel like it's either late or a decision. I feel like
Oh,
Jake.
really?
I feel like Jake
So
Paul could go the distance with Anderson Silva in
you
a
are giving Jake
in a boxing match.
you are giving Jake a lot more than most people are, especially in that fight.
See, look, listen, same thing. We did the same thing with what's the dude that with the pink suit throwing punches at people at the Grammys? Conor McGregor, that dude. Yeah, remember him? Shout out Machine Gun Kelly getting drinks and stuff thrown at him.
Man, Connor
We
would have
said,
killed him. But
but
go ahead.
we saying the same thing. We said the same thing about Conor McGregor as a come up. Man, he not. Man, we kept counting Conor out, kept counting Conor out. Conor kept showing us stuff. You know, the same thing with a Jake Paul. Like my man is actually out here trying.
He is. He is.
Now, am I ever going to be a fan of the Paul brothers? Probably not. But I can respect the grind. I can respect the hustle. Is he going to beat Anderson Silva? No. Is he going to give him a good fight?
No. That's what I say. Look.
Ugh.
No, he's not.
It's hard to say, and I'm not counting it out. Bobby said Anderson old as fuck, but he still got better cardio than Jake.
He does.
But look,
Jake was wincing in the
but
56th round, man.
understand this though. Understand this. He got done with that fight. That he still won, split decision, blah blah blah, this that and the other. He now knows that there's something that he's got to fix. Now, if he approaches it like Conor McGregor was like, it'll be all right, then maybe not. But at least now he knows he's got something he's got to fix. I don't think he shows up unprepared like that on the next fight. I think we see a better Jake Paul. So,
yeah.
I don't know. I bet if he gets a fight with Anderson Silva, all that shit talk gonna be out the window. His ice gonna be in the gym.
Oh, yeah. Got to.
Hey, he gonna be in the gym.
They say he was in the gym before. Hey, but look, hey,
but
let's
he gonna
go
be
back.
in the gym. He ain't gonna be on that talking.
Let's go in the past show before we go to 5 questions. New segment that we got going on in this and Trash Talk Countdown show. Who do you think won the fight, Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley? And do you feel like there's going to be a rematch?
No, it ain't gonna be no rematch. First off, if there was a rematch and he was gonna get it done, he's like, bet, run it, all this, that, and the other. He'd have just got the tattoo that night.
Yeah.
He'd have just got the tattoo that night. Now, I understand the fact that he doesn't want to get the tattoo. I wouldn't have got the tattoo, took my little mealy and went on about my business, you know? But he wanted the rematch. He wanted to go back, get that little payday. He told him, you're not going to make any money like you're going to make fighting me again. So, therefore, let's run it. He said, get the tattoo, we run it back. He said, bet. They shook hands. He should have walked straight to the back, got the tattoo.
Got a tattoo
It ain't, it
and got
ain't,
him sign the contract.
it ain't like, you know, after the second fight is over, they like, where the tattoo go? Man, that shit surgically removed. What's wrong with you? I wasn't keeping that. Then I don't know if there's anything in the contract that said he has to keep it for a certain amount of time. You know? And then if he
I
smashed
would
him
have
the
kept.
second fight, it says
Yeah.
I love Jake Paul when he's face down on the canvas. Put something
Okay.
underneath it. You know?
I love.
There's so much at play here than not get the tattoo, but still continue to push for the fight. Now I'm
Man,
not. The
you
tattoo's
lose, you
stupid.
shouldn't talk. That's what I
Yeah,
say. You lose, you shouldn't talk.
the tattoo's stupid in the first place. Completely stupid bet to have. With that being said, who do I think won the fight? Okay, here's the thing. I feel like that should have been counted as a knockdown because the ropes were holding him
Mm-hmm.
up. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that influences the fight. But whenever it was all said and done, if Tyrone pushed just like a little bit more in like 1 or 2 rounds, I'd have gave him the fight.
Wins it easy. Wins it easy if he
I'd have gave him the
pushes.
fight. But
Wins it easy.
as it stands, the way it was from the way that I saw it, I gave the slight edge to Jake Paul.
Tyron did what Tyron was doing the last 3 to 4 years
But he did
to get
more.
him. Tyron did the same thing he's been doing the last 4 losses or 5 losses he's had. He's waiting for his opponent to do something and he's trying to react, which is fine and dandy. But when you're in a ring with an individual that is not on your level or is not supposed to be on your level, you need to take the fight to that individual. That's what I'm saying about that situation. He
Okay.
didn't take the fight to him, and he lost because he didn't do what he was supposed to do. That's it. And he took that L. I'm telling you right now, that's the best L he could have taken because he did some things to make me think like, hey, you could have pushed forward, you could have won that fight, and he
We
didn't get knocked out.
the MMA community did not disown Tyron Woodley after that
No, they
fight.
didn't. Not that. No, they did not disown him. They talked shit about him, but they didn't disown.
In fact, some of them even thought he might have possibly won the fight. So
Yeah.
therefore, I do understand where you're coming from with that.
If you say he won the fight, you say he won the fight because he was the fighter going forward after the third or
Which I don't
fourth
even know
round.
if that gets scored in boxing.
I don't know either.
That's an MMA scoring.
Exactly. That's why MMA fighters were saying that he won the fight because he was the one going forward.
That's an MMA scoring.
It is.
I
It
don't
is.
know. I don't know.
But man, we got enough time to talk about Jake Paul, man. But before we get into the next